Well, Nemco, here we go. Some quality gaming today. with a crunchy ass video file.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time.
Now this game is one. Oh, we got the vibes. This game is one with vibes. Period. Ridge Racer Type 4. I believe I have seen this. I mean, okay, here's the deal with Ridge Racer Type 4. This game seems to be Mist Lake. Now that is a very intriguing location for a race, judging from title at least. Yeah, I've seen this intro before online because Ridge Racer Type 4 is pretty beloved when it comes to arcade racing titles, especially in the Ridge Racer franchise, in the Ridge Racer series. I believe it is a very popular opinion that this is like the peak of it, the best title in this franchise. God damn. Fucking Japanese racing games in the 90s and 2000s have the fucking greatest fucking vibe. Christ almighty. Gran Turismo as well. Obviously this. Oh my god. Such fun style. Now I have played the OG, the original Ridge Racer a couple of years ago. The PlayStation port of it. And I had, I played it for curiosity's sake. Welcome to the world of Ridge Racer, fuck yeah. I played the original Ridge Racer for curiosity's sake and like sort of as a, not investigating, but like experiencing some video game history, as Ridge Racer is a very iconic title, and I was fascinated with how, because it came from an arcade cabinet, that the original Ridge Racer genuinely only, like technically only has one single track, and then you drive that again and again throughout the campaign, if you want to call it that, just with like minimal changes. Like it is one track with two variants, and then you can also do it in reverse, and that is the entirety of Ridge Racer, if I'm not misremembering. It's kind of like known for that a little bit, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's, I mean, I understand, because the original Ridge Racer came from the arcade cabinet and was, from what I understand, a pretty faithful recreation for the home systems, as was the style at the time. It was therefore very limited, but I think people kind of, like, certain people make fun of that, but honestly Ridge Racer was actually really cool, and I really ended up loving how minimal and focused the original was, because it was actually really satisfying to play the one track with like minimal changes and like really hone in on this one track, really get the time to master that thing in different difficulty systems and whatnot. Obviously, we're now here in Ridge Racer 4, 3 titles removed from the original game, and I have not played any of the in-between titles. I'm skipping whatever is between 1 and 4. Obviously, there's 2 and 3, but whatever, I don't know, side games there might have been as well. I didn't actually mean to go back. So straight up going from the original classic to the one that is most beloved, it seems, by enthusiasts of this classic arcade franchise. Shift up, shift down. I do actually, wow, there's 8. It goes from A to H. It's actually crazy. And this is not even considering a joystick, since this is PlayStation 1. Which is also crazy to me that this is Ridge Racer 4, And we're still on PlayStation 1? That is wild. I thought when I was getting this game ready, we would be on PS2 at least. I don't remember if the original had manual shifting as well. Was that a thing? I actually don't remember, but it's like the way this is laid out, it seems like that is a required thing. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's literally just acceleration, brake, shifting. Now usually would prefer, you know, the acceleration on the shoulder button, trigger. But since obviously there's an emphasis on the shifting, I don't even think there is a single setup where you have acceleration on the shoulder button. No. That's crazy to me. The shift up does not change on any setup. Okay, accelerate. Do I want shift down on the left one? Or do I want shift up and down both, like on R1 and R2? Seems like a bit, like, why put it all on the right hand? It's reasonable to spread it. I guess I'm just gonna try the basic type A for now. Can you? Oh, I pressed the wrong one. I wanna go into the music player. Do they let you see an actual playlist of titles? I love when racing games do that. Let's see what the fuck's in here. There were a couple fun tracks and songs in the original Ridge Racer. I remember. Very eclectic collection of music. Oh wow, this is not just, this is like a straight up visualizer for the music. Would have liked to have like a list. There is not even an artist name, it's literally just the titles, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I've heard this song before. Pretty sure this is some good shit. This looks good. And that sounds, wow, that sounds like something. That sounds like Photag. Do we have Photag on here? No. Certainly not. It sounds familiar. Sounds like something I would hear on Wipeout. Okay, how do I get out of here? Let's actually get to a race. I am, you know, okay, this game was already on my backlog, but I'm specifically playing it now because on the How Long to Beat community on the forums, this game actually won the Game of the Month nomination. Therefore, we are, you know, whoever decides to participate, we have this title as the Game of the Month for March 2026, and we are kind of like playing it in parallel and talking about it, which is also, I believe, the first ever racing game that won a Game of the Month in the How Long to Beat community, and it's been happening for a long time.
Here are the rules of competition for this Grand Prix. The Grand Prix consists of 3 stages with a total of 8 races. Stages 1 and 2 each consist of 2 races, while the final round consists of 4 races. You have 4 chances.
Real Racing Roots 99.
You must finish within a qualifying position to advance through each race.
Okay, so not necessarily first place.
If you fail to advance, you must retire from the Grand Prix. The qualifying
This feels very much like how Wipeout worked.
follows. You must finish 3rd or better
Ah yeah, here we go.
each race to advance.
Is it third, second, first?
2nd place or better
Oh boy.
each race to advance through stage 2.
I have no idea what to expect in terms of difficulty.
Place finish
But considering the manual shifting, I'm already a bit
the final
worried, a bit nervous.
win the Grand Prix. You must advance through the
This
first
presentation though, I mean, visually speaking, it's very barren, but it's also, it's trying to do the sleek stuff that Gran Turismo is also doing. The sleek, high-tech, clean, professional shit. Is this, so what I'm not sure about, is this the entirety of the campaign that I was just presented with, or is this just a thing, a part of the campaign? I have no idea. I know this game is not gonna be long either way, but I don't actually know how long it is. Tuning normal, tuning easy. Is this actually a difficulty thing? Yeah, I guess we're gonna just go. Oh, these racing names, these brand team names: Micromouse, Mappy, Pack Racing Club, Solvalu. I gotta go with the Pac-Man. It is a normal difficulty anyway. A new Japanese team competing for the first time this season. Their cars are tuned for balanced performance. Oh, I see. So they do have also, you know, different stats basically. Ease of handling is this team's thing. This has probably top speed. Their limited budget will make a winning season difficult to achieve. Oh, okay. And the hard difficulty? An elite Italian team. Their cars are tuned for high performance. That's the top speed one. So essentially it reads like you have a decision if you want a car with good handling, if you want a car with a very balanced all categories thing, and if you want just a priority on the high speed. And then expert seems to just be shit for difficulty's sake. But yeah, I'm just gonna go whatever they consider normal. I love how in the bottom right corner it says please. Okay. Yeah, no, the presentation is fucking fantastic. The yellow as well. So you're the punk who's supposed to give us give us a winning season, eh? An inexperienced punk at that. I'm Yasuki, the manager of this team. Do we actually get characters in the story? I can't believe those bozos at the top sending me an inexperienced rookie like you. I mean, I'm playing Gran Turismo 4 in parallel. I'm not doing too bad there, so I want to say I'm not the worst. Although I'm not playing Gran Turismo 4 with manual transition, so that might be a different story here. Since our team doesn't even register a blip on racing fans' radar, the worst you could do is to ruin our non-existent. Yeah, well then why are you so worried about me? By the way, our benefactors upstairs have agreed to let us choose the sponsor we want for this season. Oh, how gracious. So what do you say? Why don't you amuse me by choosing the car you want? Yeah, sure. Make a select. You can choose one car manufacturer out of 4 to sponsor your team. Please select the manufacturer. Are these gonna have different stats? A Saluto. Fluid and sporty body styles. Lizard. Noted for the dynamic and aggressive forms. This generally does seem to be only aesthetic. Terazi, varied body styles. And H Solo with aerodynamic body styles. I mean, I don't know. Like, what speaks the most to me visually? I do like me a fucking car manufacturer that's just called Lizard. That's funny. I think I'm just gonna go with the Americans here. Let's get that Lizard. Ah, here we go. I guess that is what I can probably go back and look at the others. Type Drift. We do have Pac-Man on this thing, which is good. That rules. Car name Bonfire by Lizard. 178 kilometers. Can I go back? It does not appear that any button. Okay, and there's automatic transition. Okay, that's good. If I'm playing like an arcade racer, I mean, I don't prefer manual transition at the best of times, but especially not in my arcade PlayStation 1 racer, I don't think. A bit strange that I cannot go back here. But whatever, I guess the only thing that... Not sure how I feel about the drifting archetype of this car. But then again, thinking back of Ridge Racer 1, yeah, drifting was an essential mechanic. Although I have a feeling it's gonna be much different in this one. Blizzard will be sponsoring us for this season, just like you wanted. I mean, it wasn't really like I had a option to compare. The tails of the cars have a tendency to slide based on steering and accelerator input. If you don't want to end up retiring on the first race, learn to drive this beast. So what are you waiting for? The first heat is about to start. Gran Turismo, Ridge Racer 1, Race 1, Circuit Skelter in Yokohama, qualifying position 3rd place. Yeah, the presentation is fantastic. Again, the Japanese racing games of this era, they put so much emphasis on cool, memorable presentation. It's really fucking fun. Give me the car data again. I do love the Pac-Man. We got the 7.6 on the car. Close enough to the 6.7, I guess. Right, 2 laps. Let's see how this goes. Now, Ridge Racer 1, yeah, drifting was a major element of that. Though the drifting was very strange in Ridge Racer 1. And it's also kind of a thing that it was well known for. This looks really pretty. In the original Ridge Racer, if you drifted, you were like stuck on a track. And it was very, very strange. Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to. Oh my god. I do like how this looks though. Some very pretty dithering going on, which is definitely gonna get mangled by YouTube. Yeah, this car is definitely very slippery. Which, again, if I had actually been able to look at all the cars available, I don't think the drift car would have been my choice. The plane seems like an obvious nod to the original game. In fact, I couldn't tell ya if this track is a recreation of the original game's track, but it certainly does have a lot of similar visual elements. I cannot believe I didn't crash into the wall there. This is also gonna again, I'm playing Gran Turismo 4 as well right now. Incredibly different kind of racing game in terms of car handling. So this is gonna take some getting used to. Especially the drifting. What was even the brake? It wasn't a shoulder button, which is actually a bummer. My Gran Turismo 4 muscle memory is making me push the trigger hoping for a brake, but that is not doing anything. Was pretty good. So qualifying spot was the 3rd place. So I am on that right now. If I can keep that, I'm all good. I need to figure out what the brake is. helicopter showing off. It is strange to me, how were there 4 Ridge Racer games on a PS1? How did it take 4 titles before this franchise reached to the next generation? Second place. For the very first race in this game. Can't complain. I would love to have this Pac-Man car in Gran Turismo 4. Excuse me. This was definitely, now that I think of it, this wasn't a recreation of the Ridge Racer 1 track. It couldn't be. The Ridge Racer 1 track also went like, I mean, obviously along a ridge of a mountain and also along the beach and shit. We didn't have that here. Second place, and you're supposed to carry us for the race season. I mean, could have been worse. What's the matter? This was only a qualification race. Calm down. Cat got your tongue. I don't think for a millisecond that you got second place with your driving skills. If you think that this Grand Prix is a joke, you're in for a world of hurt, just like that someone. In any case, you don't impress me. If you want to prove me wrong, why don't you get first place in the next race? I'll see how I feel about it. Wonder Hill. Oh, this wasn't a qualifying race. That was just literally get third or be lost. Like they said, 4 attempts for each race or you're out. Wonder Hill, Japan. Sure. I wonder if they're gonna have the Ridge Racer 1 track in here somewhere. That would be fun to revisit. Naked Now, track 2. Oh yeah, you can change the track here, that's fun. I love loading screens. I've said this before. I love loading screens that you choose the music for the upcoming race. Can I actually go into menu from here? No. Should have done that. Some snowmobile racing game I played some years ago also had, you know, the jukebox in the loading screen, so you could choose the song while the track loaded. The helicopter showing off again. Wow! And I got sufficiently distracted. I still need to. I'm still pressing L2. Thinking it's the brake, but that is not at all. Oh, it's square. Which I'm not actually a big fan of. Nice environment though. Being in the mountains, at least we're like kinda close to racing along a ridge. It does feel kinda bonkers to play this after putting 10 hours into Gran Turismo 4 over the past week or so. Oh, Jesus. This is so much stiffer. So much stiffer and at the same time more forgiving, at least for now. It's just strange combination. Drift is not a choice I would make. But I guess so far it hasn't like made me crash into a wall really, so oh fuck. Oh wow. And it is it is not locking you in to like a set track like it did in Ridge Racer 1, but it is still kind of magical in how it makes you move around when you drift. Your grip and your car behavior start becoming very strange once you're in a drift. Still a very sticky drift, I think that is a good way to put it. Not as locked in on a track as Ridge Racer 1, but still pretty sticky. Which, to be fair, is... Gotta scratch an edge real quick. Is pretty much what I would expect and in a way want from Ridge Racer game, because that was the weird drifting was, after all, a sort of unique selling point, or like point of interest, memorable point of interest of the original Ridge Racer. Something that did give it the personality that it has. This is gonna be another second place, I think. Oh, or not. Oh my god. Yeah, truly. The drift car wouldn't be my actual choice if I was able to properly compare the cars. That's it, huh? I mean, that is fine enough. Starting with the next track, I'm gonna have to be second though, I believe. Wonder Hill. Boop, 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 boop. It's weird that the circle button is to confirm and not X. I don't like that much. Also, I don't like that I can't go into the options menu, it seems, while I'm in this campaign. Are you awake now? You barely made it this time. I suppose this is all we can expect from you. What? You're not about to start blaming the hardware, are you? Whatever the case, I'm starting to feel that we have a chance of surviving the second heat now. You've had enough excitement for one day, just go on and get some rest. Sure. You want to save? I mean, why would I ever not want to save? Very perplexing question. Blizzard. Crawling into the second heat. Edge of the earth in New York.
You've got a new car ready to roll.
I thought for a second the fucking truck was the new car. That's fun. Plus 15 kmh. All up to you to master it. Good luck. That's fun actually. I like that. Still would have loved to be able to go into the options menu. I think I just have to deal with the control scheme I chose. I wanted a new car as much as you do for the second heat. Thanks to your brilliantly mediocre performance, those geezers at the top are being tied with funds. Oh, is it the better you do, like the higher the upgrade with the new car? Is that how it works? That is actually interesting. We had to improvise by tweaking the current car so we have a fighting chance. The crew pulled an all-nighter to get this car ready for you. Man, I don't know what they see in you. Go thank them later, will ya? Second heat's coming up. Don't choke on me now. Okay, let's lock in here. Track seems more simple. Second place is the least we can get. Your vibe.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Edge of the Earth.
Epic. Let's go.
2, 1, go!
Why can I not?
It's time.
Oh, that's a button. Okay.
3 laps.
gotta focus a bit now to make out what the next turn is. Looks nice though. Very crunchy, but it looks nice. Oh, that's a weird fucking road they built here, my god. Yeah, but there is, I said it before with, I think with one of the music tracks. No, with the structure of the campaign, that it reminded me of Wipeout. And yeah, this race type as well, where you start as the 8th place and have to slowly crawl up every time. That is very much the Wipeout way of doing it as well, which is actually kind of nice. Cut along nicely. Is this also, no, this is 3 laps, okay. So in a way, this does feel like a... Yeah, this does feel like a middle step between Wipeout and Gran Turismo. Aesthetically and, you know, vehicle handling is a little bit closer to Gran Turismo. The campaign structure is Wipeout. I like that thought actually. That's two racing games, 2 classic racing franchises I actually enjoy a lot. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. That exit out of the drift was very awkward. I don't know what happened there. Lost a lot of momentum with that. I don't know where they let you cut so much here. I need to get 1 more and I have a whole lap left. This shouldn't be a problem. I think I'm seeing the guy in front of me as well. It should be fine. But I don't think it's gonna be first place. Eat shit. Get walk out by Pac-Man, dog. I was kinda hoping I would initiate a drift there. Did not work where I was expecting it to. Or early in the lap still. Excuse me. That's weird. Yeah, like the drift is still like halfway between a crapshoot, hoping for a good RNG, and also like a cheat, like a hack, like turning on a little bit of a guiding hand. It's very hard in that sense. There's the first car. Lap is over, so I'm not gonna overtake it, but I got actually closer than I expected. So that's good, yeah. I mean, I got the bare minimum here. That's fine. And without too much trouble, too. So the 4th track coming up now is probably gonna be the last, you know, The last one before they start repeating. Not bad, kid. How did you manage to squeeze enough performance out of a warmed over car and get second place to boot? What, now second place is impressing you? Could it be that you're better than Giuliano when it comes to getting the most out of a car? No, never mind. I wasn't talking to you. Listen, the last race of this heat's up next. Nothing less than first place will do, you hear me? I don't think that is true. I think that's just the personal demand from this character. But I'm pretty sure the rules say, qualifying position second place still. Out of the blue? Out of blue, Japan. Back in Japan. The third out of 4 tracks in Japan. First day, July 15th, 1999, 6:30 a.m. I just noticed how specific they got the dates going on. I'm still kind of like wishing, hoping, wanting for the original track to show up. Surely it's somewhere in this game. Maybe as a special stage or something. Three lapses again. Got some chill music on the radio. This might be a soundtrack where I'm gonna look up. Whoa, that is a deadly fucking turn. Magic Drift saved me there. This is gonna be a soundtrack, I believe, that I'm gonna look up later and might like listen to, like add some of the tracks to my personal playlist to enjoy. Finally, a ridge. Also, the birds there were very nice. Yeah, this music is really nice. This chill, like breakbeat lounge music. Number 5. A lot of windy turns, windy roads. Always with the planes and helicopters. Was that a fucking... I know this game, it is Namco, and there's lots of references to their arcade games going on. The little like LCD screen above the finish line. Are you scared where the birds? Did that just show the game that I think it did? I don't remember what it's called. Like a weird like arcade top-down view racing game where you just drive in circles trying to collect Pac-Man style power pellet points while avoiding another car. A game that I've never ever seen anybody ever talk about. But I remember having that on a Game Boy. Or a friend. A childhood friend rather had us on a Game Boy. And it was kind of fun for 5 minutes at a time. Anyway, seeing that being referenced here, at least I think that's what that was. Fun. Kind of a deep cut up here. I mean, it's certainly not Pac-Man. So fucking sure. Still need to get past this guy and another. I have 1 lap left after this. See on the screen there? I mean, it could also just be whatever generic fucking Formula 1 cars. I have a feeling that is the arcade game that I'm thinking of. It was kind of like Face Off or something. Like a 2-word name, I believe. And something implying like a like a crash or whatever, a collision. That was not pretty. Get out of my face. Oh fuck, I thought I could cut it. Not really. Should be fine. Again, I don't see first place happening here, but yeah, second place should be not a problem. Oh, I should have drifted. That helicopter, man, is getting way too low. I don't think I'm gonna get any, like, first places. I'm just gonna scrape by, barely making it. So now we're in the final stretch of this circuit, of this campaign, with 4 tracks in a row where I need to get first place every single time. Excuse me. Though I expected you to get first, I had my doubts, yeah. You had to deal with the pressure of clearing this heat's final race and dealing with an unfamiliar track. No one thought to make it. Wow, this guy is really coming around to me, like. The fact is you did it, there's no mistaking it, you've got the magic. Man, nothing's gonna change how I feel about you now. You can go and mess up any way you like, but I stand behind you 100%. Man, this guy is really doing a full 180. The final GP is coming up. It ain't no picnic, but you got me all excited about it. So, is this gonna be 4 new tracks? I would expect this to be now the final stretch. 4 tracks, the ones we already driven through, repeated. I feel like that makes the most sense to me. And again, this is a Ridge Racer game. I would not expect a lot of different tracks to begin with. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Final GP. Phantomile in Yokohama. I don't... Yeah, that sounds new.
You've got a new car ready to roll.
Alright, okay. Phantomile. Another 15, I kind of figured. Again, I truly believe if I had, I don't know, gotten first every time, this might have gotten a big upgrade. Got the best car for the final GP. Or at least that's what I intended. Sorry kid, I couldn't get those suits at the top to cover up the money for a new car. Even though this team has a crack at winning this Grand Prix. I don't know what those fools are thinking. We have to tune up our current car for the final GP. Them's the brakes, kid. But a minor setback like this won't stop you from winning, right? Come on. I know you can do it. We're counting on you. Yeah, okay. 4 races, first place. Required. No ifs and buts. I got 4 lives, basically. I got 4 attempts. Four times I'm allowed to fuck up. Friday, September 24th, 1999, 12 p.m. I love these specific dates. But why? Why? Why does it have to be September 24th, 1999? Oh my god. This music. I think that's the song that I heard earlier where I thought this was Photech and reminded me of Wipeout. And I just had the sense for a couple seconds that this sounds like Wipeout. It is not the same track though. I still believe this could be Photech, the same artist though. I think think that person has had their music in a bunch of old classic Japanese arcade races. It's 3 laps and I'm already climbing to 5th place really early. 4th now. This seems like going way too well. I would actually, at this point, I would put money on this music being full tag. Kinda like it. It's a very, like, tight and small track, but I kinda like it. Phantom. I said it might just be 1 mile long or something. And don't ask me how long a mile is. See, a whole lap left and I am 1st place. Just shouldn't fuck up and I'm gonna be Gucci. I could see myself replay this on the harder difficulty. I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, but this normal difficulty seems to be very forgiving, very much on the easier side, which I welcome. This is just a chill playthrough, I like it. I don't need a challenge tonight. Oh yeah, that's it. That went incredibly well. I have no complaints. This has to be Photech, man. I actually need to look this up right now. Which racer type for soundtrack? There we go. This has to be Photech. Oh, the official soundtrack is on streaming. That's actually fucking dope. Come on, I just want to see the artists. Fuck. Why is it so hard to find the fucking... It's Aliceville? On streaming, the entire soundtrack is credited to Aliceville. I don't know if that's real. That might be... That might just be someone fucking around. I don't think that's official, actually. My god, why can I not just find the official fucking credits somewhere? Jesus Christ. This is taking me way longer than I thought. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. Looking for Photech specifically here. Doesn't seem like Photech is on here, so... I mean, that is basically my question answered. It does not seem like it is Photech on the soundtrack. Even though it sounded very similar, like their style, you know what I mean? It seems like now the soundtrack genuinely just seems like completely originally composed for this game. That I guess I would explain why there are no artist credits in the jukebox. Way to go, kid! You exceed my expectations. How could you win with a car that's only been tuned up? You know, you're gonna be famous now. It's not a bad way to make your debut. The racing world's gone gaga over us. Doesn't that give you the warm and fuzzies? Just watch out for the scumbags in the press. They always make something out of nothing. All right, let's keep up this momentum and win again on the first shot. Brightest night back in New York. I feel like so far we've only been in Japan and the USA. Unless I missed something. October 22nd, 1999. 9:45 p.m. Whoa, what the fuck was that thing?
Brightest night. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. Yahoo! 3 laps to go.
Gonna get tough again to see some of these turns coming. This feels very much like the previous track in New York, though. So far, and maybe it has some, reused parts or whatever. There's like an alternate route on the same location or something. That could be the case. That would make sense. This part definitely does seem new. Oh my god, what are you doing? Also, why are you driving the same Pac-Man car that I'm driving? What the fuck? It was very strange. Oh god. Yeah, see, this is also, this is definitely an alternate version of the previous New York track. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the other tracks that I drove through were also just alternate versions of the same locations, and I just didn't realize. 3 laps and I'm already on 3rd position. Again, very quick moving forward here, which has me really worried about the results. Fuck off. The music is very dramatic now, goddamn. It's like incoming boss fight music. I'm not with the vibe right now. Yeah, that drift, once you understand how it behaves, that drift does seem like feel a bit like a safety cheat code to get out of harsh corners very easily, you know what I mean? You still have more control over the drift here than you did in the original game though. Just the victory lap now, it feels like. Yeah, I'm not with this song actually. I do not like this soundtrack right now. It's a bit too aggressive, too garish. Wanted to go back to the Photag vibes or the breakbeat lounge music. upbeat lounge music. Yeah, I don't see anything going wrong here now. Initiating a drift is really like summoning God's hand to pull you back onto the road. And again, wouldn't really expect anything else from Ridge Racer. That's what makes it so charming. That's part of it. Yeah, this was even easier than the previous track. It really genuinely feels like these last races have been the easiest in the whole campaign so far. I need to get this song to be done. Fucking hell. Did not enjoy that. Yeah. Say what? Or do we have some press drama now, like he alluded to? What does Giuliano have anything to do with this? Dragging my past through the door, huh? Back off. Those press scumbags, they make me want to puke. Hey, what are you doing here? That phone call? No, there's nothing to do with you. Sorry, pay no attention to it. So you've come through the finals unscathed so far, eh? You're just a monster driver. You're so good, I think everyone else is about to give up. Sure. There are 2 more races left. Let's do it. Before I go into the next race, I would like to get myself a nice little drink. Heaven and Hell in Fukuoka. Excited. Why? I wonder if I'm gonna understand the titling here. Hoping for a better song on this race. Right. November 26, 1999, 3 p.m. I mean, at the very least, you know, with these fixed dates, we are actually in chronological order. I do like this first impression on the aesthetic, yeah, on the setting. Oh, we're on this place, yeah, okay. Again, okay, I do recognize some parts of this. And I'm gonna assume it's another alternate route with some familiar parts and some new ones. And every single time I almost fucked up the turn because I see it coming too late. Yeah, this really needs to drift. Big time. I wonder if there are any like details in the the visual design of the environment to represent the passing of time somewhere. Birds. There was a billboard I noticed here on this track that previously had Pac-Man on it, and in this version it seemed like it didn't have anything on it. Driving along the ridge here, let's go. Helicopter showing off as is tradition. First lap done. Only 5th place. This might be a bit more work than the previous 2 tracks. Again, there's my doppelganger car. Why is there a rival with the same sponsor, I guess? I don't know. Seems weird either way. It was unnecessary drift. Even with the drift, I can't get past the turn. That's the billboard there. I cannot tell if there's anything supposed to be on there. But previously there was Pac-Man on there, I'm sure. Of that. Fuck. There was shit on my end, on my part. There's even birds, they look like fucking dinosaurs, like pterodactyls. Seems like I'm gonna have a whole lap to catch the first place. That should be fine, right? I think I might have seen him. Yeah, I think he's right up there in viewing distance. So that should be fine, unless I really fuck up. Wow, I was greedy, man. That could have gone worse or better, really, either way. What is he even saying there? What? Too much braking and drifting. Dude, I think they really want you to fucking slow down for that turn, which doesn't seem in line with the general game feel of this game. I keep getting distracted by the birds here, or whatever the fuck is flying up there. I'm still not convinced it's birds. Still. Oh, no! 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 The controllers just ran out of juice. Jesus fucking Christ. If this is gonna be, you know what, fucks it up, I'm gonna be mad. I actually have to dig out the charging cable first. Fuck me. Come on, dog. Get in there. I guess I'm too spoiled with like other games, like recognizing, especially modern ones, of course, recognizing that your controller disconnected and then pausing the game automatically. Okay. We're back. But if we're so late in the lab, this might actually be clutch to recover from. Can't lose my mojo now. Fittingly dramatic music right now. But I think it's not good. Jesus Christ. Imagine being in a race and I don't know, your fucking steering wheel disables for a minute. What a nightmare. But we made it. 2 tracks left. It certainly was heaven and hell. RRR backstage drama. Former RTS driver Yazaki breaks 13-year silence to return as PRC manager. What's this now? The truth behind ace driver Giuliano's death. The Yazaki link revealed. Looks like the cat's finally out of the bag. This dramatic, unnecessary dramatic like backstory here. That was my mistake. As his teammate, I should have yielded my track position to him. It was as if I killed Giuliano myself. The press hounded me to death. And I thought I would never come back to racing, but the years helped me deal with that mistake. To redeem myself, I wanted to keep a promise I made with Giuliano to win the RRR Grand Prix. So that's enough of my sob story. You somehow remind me of Giuliani, even though you don't look like him at all. Oh, by the way, I'm completely blown away by your 3 perfect wins. The final race is coming up, so why don't you rest up? Yeah, wow. A completely inconsequential, unnecessary backstory dropped for no reason about a fucking tragic dead driver. That's kind of a funny choice. Alright, let's go. Race 4. Oh, are we already in the final one? Weird. Why did I think we have... We're getting a new... Wait, what? Getting a new car now? Did I miss something? That's a huge upgrade. I'm a bit confused though. Where are we at? Did I miscount? Did I lose count of how many races I did? Final race is up next. Did you see her yet? The crew worked on your machine all night long. This car is set up for high-speed racing on the final track. It looks the same on the outside. Don't judge a book by its cover, she's a killer. You probably have to deal with a driver from RTS in this final race. Old Man Gilbert's team is no joke. Well, we can't stick our tails between our legs and run away now. Come on, kid. This one's for you, Giuliano. RTS. I feel like I really like... Wow, that's a simple track. That's the finale. Shooting hoops. The USA. It's like an extended NASCAR circle. December 31st, 1999. Now, why choose New Year's Eve? 15 minutes before midnight. Are we gonna get some fireworks after the race? For the winning ceremony or whatever? Shooting hoops. Did I just stall? What the fuck was that? 6 laps. Yeah, this kind of really feels like a NASCAR reference. But NASCAR homage. Except for this part. It is curious to me that they chose this simple track for the finale. Yeah, okay, but like 5 very short laps. I only took over 2 cars. But I guess if I take over 2 drivers in each lap, I should be fine. It was a bad lap. It was a really bad lap. I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually gonna take multiple attempts for me. I wish it was a softer drift. But it seems like it's either all in or nothing. Excuse me. Oh, it's 6 laps. Did I say it was 5? Oh, I was trying to get by without drifting. Oh, come on, get grip. Jesus, that was an insane amount of momentum loss on their mid-doppelganger. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna recover from that. I'm gonna need another try. Fuck! Again! I'm trying to get past it without drifting. Then it takes forever. Get grip! What the fuck was that? It just wasn't able to exit drift mode. They look at the fucking fireworks, man. What a cute idea. To schedule this around New Year's Eve, to have that be the, you know, conclusion of the having the actual dates, just to be New Year's Eve of the last race. There we go. Yeah, if I hadn't fucked up that last turn again and again, this would have been fine, but I think I got it now, so I think I'm gonna get it on this retry. Seems like there's no need for a drift at all on this track. How do I? Yes, I would like to retry. They should have made the race actually 15 minutes long, though, if they wanted to have fireworks. I mean, granted, you could explain away that by saying these fireworks are by some, you know, I don't know, impatient people. You always have that on New Year's Eve. Would have been sick though if they actually had the race actually be 15 minutes long or something around that, and it actually having the fireworks go off after 15 minutes. Would have been very cool. Yeah, there's no reason to drift. There is not even a reason to let off gas. You can completely full acceleration speed around these corners. I guess that is NASCAR style, if you really dumb it down. Yeah, see this is already an entirely different situation now. Now I understand that you could end up here with a weaker car, I guess, if you didn't unlock. At least, you know, that's my theory, that you get worse upgrades if you do worse in the races earlier. Although I'm actually not even sure about that. And I actually not sure if I might actually be here with the lowest grade car that you could possibly get to this race too. I'm not even sure right now. But what I'm thinking of is like, how is this final race when this is really not a challenge at all? Like, I fucked up because I misjudged the turns and tried to drift or slow down and fucked up that way. Like, that was just user error, I guess, whatever. But like, essentially, like, I made it harder for myself than it needed to be, is my point. Really, you just can accelerate throughout, keep your foot on the metal, just cruise along this very simple track. Doesn't seem right to be the finale. I'm wondering if there are any ways to get like a more difficult scenario here. You know, different difficulties choice aside. This car has some magnificent grip. Especially considering that it's a drift-focused car. Surprising how well it can get around corners without starting to slide if you just keep on the acceleration. That is the arcade flavor of a Ridge Racer game. Definitely, I mean, yeah, I took the normal difficulty. I didn't take easy difficulty. But this was definitely a much easier playthrough than the original Ridge Racer. The original Ridge Racer definitely posed much more of a challenge. But the original Ridge Racer also had a different difficulty scaling.
I bet no one even cared about your team until today. You must have been sweating bullets on this race that you never.
No, I really was not sweating bullets.
Smooth moves out there that ought to earn you some PECT. The combination of your awesome driving skills and your crack Japanese crew was lethal, man. What teamwork! Now, no one can say they don't know a thing about you. Congratulations, Pat Racing Team!
Thank you. We get an epic, dramatic conclusion to the pit stop guys' drama. Giuliano would be proud. You avenged him. This was worth it. Congratulations, you're the winner of Real Racing Roots 99. The fact that this has a like that specific name as well honestly makes me feel like there should be more. Like other cups. You've done it. You've managed to pull it off. You're just incredible. Giuliano, did you see him? I kept my promise through him. Can you hear the crowd? It's good to be here. It's good to be back. What am I babbling about? Man, seems like this team's made up of a bunch of emotional crybabies. Get out of here, kid. The press is waiting for you, no one else. Remember, you're the one who won. Epilogue. Ah, what's this? Is this just a victory lap vibe race over the credits or something? No, a new beginning. Giuliano, memories can be cruel. If only I had stopped you that time, even if I had to hit you. My guilty conscience will be with me forever. I was able to keep our promise today. Although someone else had to fill your shoes. That kid is good. Maybe even better than you. Giuliano, will you forgive me if I have a dream again? A man can change as long as he loves. I want to race again with the kid who taught me that. And so began the legacy of the PRC. Pack Racing something club? Crew? How weird though, how dramatic, especially since it is so short, such a short experience. And like the guy talking to you at the pit stop is not really like consequential to anything, just blabbering for some light lore. What's this now? It's all the cars going to sleep. Oh. And then the credits. It was a quick and easy playthrough, man. Again, I could actually totally see myself play this again on the harder difficulty. Especially since this, again, it is game of the month for the How Long to Beat community, and it would be good to have to spend more time with this throughout the month than just one basic playthrough. Like this, okay, again, conclusion or whatever the fuck. The visual presentation, very fun, very stylish. I like it. I enjoy the ambition with this bit of storytelling, even though it has no actual like bearing on anything. And in terms of like gameplay, again, like obviously very arcadey game feel, very arcadey vehicle handling, but again, that is exactly what I would expect from a Ridge Racer game. It is actually interesting to me how much of the locked-in weird drifting mechanic from the original game is still in here, while still being a bit more evolved in that you don't completely lose control over the car this time around. And I liked the tracks. They were fun to ride in. I had some favorites, and I really enjoy like the presentation of the interesting environments that you go through. They clearly put effort into that. But I think, or I know actually, the original gave me a more memorable playthrough. Partially, of course, also just because that was much more challenging. If I remember correctly, in the original you don't choose a difficulty and then go through a campaign with that. In the original you just get the racetrack and you just win that and unlock a harder version, a harder race on the same racetrack and whatnot. And then eventually a slightly different variant of the same racetrack, and that is how the difficulty scaled. But I don't think there was like a choose to difficulty thing. You just had to deal with what was given to you and how much you wanted to go with it. And like you essentially you only really have like 4 or 5 races in the original game, but they are difficult enough that you have to spend some time with mastering them. Although, thinking back, I think my original Ridge Racer playthrough was also not longer than like 2 hours or something. And I mean, I have played this here now as well for 1.5 hours, roughly. But yeah, this was definitely much less of a challenge on normal difficulty anyway. The original game I played for just under 2 hours, clearing 4 races to credit roll. Here there were 8 races in just under 90 minutes, and a much easier experience. So a new game mode. Like, obviously, as an arcade racer, they are gonna have like all these different ways to play, so it's not all in the basic campaign or whatever. And it's obviously built for replays. But as a singular playthrough, I did not expect the sequel to be less of an impactful experience. The original game, with its 1 race track or like 1.5 race tracks that it offers, has been burned in my memory for so strongly. And this one being a more developed and more expanded experience, I really thought there would be a bit more meat on the bone on the basic playthrough. Again, this is not a bad game at all. I actually really enjoyed this, and I am willing to look into more of the modes and like the harder difficulty and whatnot. What I just played through is not the entirety of the game. I realize that. I'm just, making observations. Definitely interested in not only doing it on another difficulty, but also doing another sponsor, I guess, because I assume the car is gonna feel different. At least I'm assuming that, because the Pac-Man car is like titled, branded as a drift car, and I'm assuming the others are not gonna have that. Let me actually look into the time attack, just to see a selection of the tracks. I'm also still shocked that there wasn't the original track anywhere in here. I'm still not that could still be like a reward that you unlock by being especially good or something. That could still be like a secret unlockable or whatever. Shocked though that it wasn't like in the campaign either. It is funny to me that this is just bouncing between Japan and USA. I want to quickly look at like the other sponsors or whatever, just to see if that actually does like say, oh, this is not a drift car, this is a, I don't know, speed car or whatever. I don't even know what I would say. Continue? What do we mean? Where would it put me if I continue? Would this would just load the save file before the last race? That no, I don't want that. So I chose. So hard difficulty would be soul value. And you do, I was about to wonder, you do get another pit crew, which is gonna probably have its own story thing going on. So by making one thing clear, RTS is a team for the chosen few. Oh, this is RTS. This is though actually the one that was name dropped by the other guy in the last race as like a warning. We are expected to win this Grand Prix as a matter of course. Our drivers must always demonstrate their ability to win the race. Now don't dwell on it too much, son. Just do what I say and you'll be fine. Do you have any objections? No, I'm not gonna actually play this now. I'm gonna come back to this. I just wanna see the car sponsors. Oh, I did not catch that. Up top, next to the maker name, it does actually say the type. So there's 2 drift cars and 2 grip cars. Do the 2 grip cars control the same? Is it just visual change the same for the 2 drift cars? I guess I would try a grip car the next time. It is very strange to me that you cannot go back here. Why is it not letting you go back? It's very strange. Anyway, yeah, okay, that's Ridge Racer Type 4 for now. Very, very fun game. I think personally I would still, I don't know, rank the original higher than this one. But yeah, this is a very fun sequel in this franchise, and the presentation is very, very nice. So in a way that I can understand why this one has kind of stood the test of time, or like has been so memorable for so many people. But yeah, probably gonna go back to this throughout the month to go with the hard mode, but for now that's enough for me for tonight. Goodbye.